Welcome, third grade team. I will be facilitating today.
Imagine Schools teachers participate in collaborative planning within their grade levels and across grades to create a common, coherent, viable curriculum centered on rigorous content. They make informed decisions to acquire the best tools and resources for each student. Teachers plan learning experiences that lead to comprehensive student understanding. Schools might have departmentalized grade levels, so unit planning that makes cross-curricular connections is an essential collaborative planning step for the team. For teams where teachers teach all the subjects, it is important to delegate a leader for each subject area so that distribution of work and development of expertise improves the effectiveness and efficiency of the team. Teachers in this third grade team are led by a facilitator who poses the guiding questions, holds the group accountable for their decisions by recording plans, keeps the activities grounded in the grade level standards, and provides avenues for teachers to continue their professional learning.
Hey, welcome, third grade team. I will be facilitating today. I'm going to be taking notes here as a follow-up so we can share out later what we've concluded today. Before we get started, I would like to go over our norms of collaboration. In English Language Arts, Joan, could you possibly lead our discussion for reading, writing, speaking, listening, and language?
I can, Jody. We've determined that we're going to use informational text features for this unit. So Molly, as you're teaching math, are you finding in the student textbook text features that can help them?
When they have their questions, they do have some points where they're labeling whose shape they're speaking about.
This process of identifying the specific standards for each strand continues with each subject area with special attention to making cross-curricular connections.
Taylor, are you finding in the student science textbooks that there's text features that help them better understand properties and states of matter?
I am. I noticed that there's lots of photographs and diagrams with captions as well as bold print words. That's really going to help them see that these text features aren't just in ELA, they're also in our science textbooks.
Because the facilitator is prepared to interject the Imagine Schools evidence-based strategies, teachers are now concentrating on using them. The facilitator will move the group into a reflective area of their planning, discussing how they will engage students with total participation responses, provide opportunities for students to work in pairs and with groups, and then end with making a viable unit that consists of a connecting theme, essential questions, and a culminating project.
In order to deliver your daily lessons, let's use the following prompts to guide our discussion. What do students need to know for the upcoming science unit? So let me pull up our template and let's discuss the standards that we're on right now in physical science. So I know that we're teaching forms of energy. So let's look in our Imagine Schools curriculum guides. Everybody has those out. Thank you for bringing those. And it's important that we address each grade level's focus. So how can we align this curriculum vertically in 4th, 5th, and 6th grade?
For my 5th graders, their standards are on page 141, and they will demonstrate that electricity in a circuit will produce heat, light, and sound. And they will build a circuit and then diagram the flow of energy.
We will be working on the difference between potential and kinetic energy. Students will be able to change energy from potential to kinetic.
As this vertical team of science teachers plan, it is important that they keep the big idea front and center in their lessons. We don't want students to only be memorizing a series of facts or defining a set of procedures. We want them to be able to think critically about concepts and be able to transfer what they are learning to new situations.
It's always recommended to assess your students' background knowledge prior to starting your units so that you have an idea of what they already know about a subject. So this will help you differentiate and know where you should spend most of your time. I have some resources here that I'd like to share with you.
Our curriculum guide's got some really good ideas. I also sent you a link to STEM Scopes, which is a tremendous resource. It's got I do, we do, you do. It's got the 5E model. It has ideas for your hook, writing connections. It's got assessments. I sent the link out to you last week. So have you guys decided what you want to use with the students?
The STEM resource teacher acts as an expert to guide and direct these teachers as they build on students' content knowledge from 4th grade to 6th grade. Principals often attend collaborative planning sessions to see how cohesively the group is working together and may interject to extend the thinking process.
Want to make sure that we have those formative assessments built in. They're critical to making those adjustments throughout our instruction.
What types of formative and summative assessments will you be creating?
I would like my students to experience questions like they would be on this state assessment.
And don't forget to work with those language arts teachers on expository writing so that we are using the project rubrics for those culminating activities.
I agree. The more that we can tie this in with all the different content areas, teachers, the better the students are going to be able to retain this information. I'm going to meet with the other special teachers this week. I'll let you know what kind of ideas they've got, and we can talk about it next time we meet.
This science team addresses many ways to engage students. The principal and facilitator play a key role in providing guidance for the teachers. The STEM teacher builds capacity for 21st century teaching and learning. By the end of this planning session, teachers have collaborated effectively. Collaborative planning builds leadership skills in teachers who become content area experts and instructors of rigorous, comprehensive curriculum because of the frequent growth-oriented feedback they receive through the process.